Now, if your banjo playing completely falls apart when you try and play faster, this one scale and the system I use with all my students is going to fix that. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you my 3-speed practice system. And it's the exact method that I use myself and with my banjo students to build real speed. Now, over the years of teaching, I've found that most players practice speed completely wrong. They either start too fast, rush the metronome, or just somehow hope it's going to improve and play completely out of sync. So I developed a very simple method that works incredibly well, and I use it with all of my own students. And we're going to use it today with the G major scale, playing quarter notes on the beat. Now, before we get into the speed side of things, let me quickly show you the G major scale that we're going to use. I'm just going to pop a diagram up on screen now, and we're starting here with the open G string, no fingers at all. Then fret number 2, that's an A. Fret 4 is our B. Fret 5 is our C. Then we have an open D string on the string below. Fret 2 is an E. Fret 4 is F sharp. Fret 5 is G. And then we're going to go back in reverse. So let me play through that again. So you'll notice that I'm using separate fingers every time I change fret, and my picking hand is doing up, down, that's alternate picking, okay? So that's what we want to concentrate on, just making sure we're using separate fingers and alternate picking. Again, if you're following along with the on-screen tabs or the diagram, just take a moment to get comfortable with that fingering first. Don't worry about speed just yet. Right now, we're just making sure we get them notes comfortable under the fingers. Now, very quickly, here's the idea behind the 3-speed practice system. We always use 3 speeds. We have a comfortable speed, a control speed, and then a push speed. We're going to start slow, then we're going to double the tempo, and then double it again. So this is exactly how I work with all my students and exactly how I practice myself. So let's start with speed number 1. We're going to set the metronome now to around 50 beats per minute, 1 note per click, quarter notes, nice and relaxed. Again, if this is too easy, you can always start at a slightly higher speed, or if it's too difficult, slow it down to 40 or even 30 BPM. But we're going to start at 50 here. I think it's a good middle speed to get us going. So there's my click there at 50 BPM. Now the idea is we're just playing everything on the beat. So I'm going to give us a count of 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So at this speed, the goal is simple. It's clean notes, making sure your hands are nice and relaxed, and we have perfect timing. And we're working on using separate fingers and the alternate picking. This is where I start with all my beginner banjo students. By the way, if you're just getting started with the Irish tenor banjo, I've put a link in the description below to my Banjo Basics ebook. It walks you through a few scales, some chords and some picking exercises that gets you well on your way to learning your first tune. So if that's going to interest you, please do click that link below and download a copy of that completely free. We're going to move on now to speed number 2, and we're simply just going to double the speed we started at. So we're going to go from 50 now to 100 BPM. So I'm just going to pop this on. So that's 100 BPM. So I'm going to give us a count of 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is the speed I spend most of my own practice time, the middle speed, and it's what I use with all my students. But main thing here is stay relaxed, shouldn't be any tension, and again, no rushing, and we're staying perfectly in time with the click. Let's now move on to speed number 3, and this is what I call the push speed. Now, this is a long-term target. Now, we're gonna go for doubling our 100 up to 200 beats per minute. And don't worry if that feels really miles away right now. Even just pushing it to 150, 160, or even 140 is perfect to begin with, but we want to aim to get it at that double speed, so up to the 200. So I'm going to demonstrate 200 here. I'll give us a count of 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, speed is much faster there, and just make sure we're not playing very messy. It's all nice and neat, perfectly in time. And this is exactly how I build speed in my own practice sessions. Slow, double it, and then double it again to that push speed every single day. So here's my full 3-speed practice system. We're going to do 1 minute on slow. You then want to do 2 minutes on the medium speed, and then 1 minute on you're pushing your top speed. And if you'd like to learn more about the exact methods that I use with all my private students, just grab my Banjo Basics ebook. Link again will be in the description. And if you'd like to keep improving your speed and control, you'll definitely enjoy this next video. I'll put it up here on the screen now. Check that one out. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you again in the next one.